Hey guys, it's me Dragon, and today's video is about Lee Hyperreal. To be specific, actually how much Lee Hyperreal can contribute into new fire team compared to the old fire team. So usually the old fire team people will use for the attacker either Lee Fire, the one that leap, or Karenina Ember. But in my case, I will use Karenina Ember because Karenina Ember, I have the signature also, and I quite well built before that. So I didn't use Lee Fire. So you can expect if you use Lee Fire it's a little bit better, but it will be not that much. So because of that, yeah, let's get started though. And take note the comparison with Karenina Ember itself in the fire team. I didn't use Lee Hyperreal WS because if I make one WS and one S rank will be a lot of buys. So both of them in the S rank. So let's start first with the PPC. This one the ultimate, and I tried the hardest difficulty, of course the hell. And I used the team with Karenina Ember itself. When I do the rotation, basically I didn't use Karenina Ember, only very brief, and I can get like score over 300k, like 7,000 something like that, while I use in Lee Hyperreal only as it's already like over like 313k, something like that. It can be even better if I do better rotation. But of course in here some of you say like, it's not that much. Yeah, of course it's not that much because in my case, like my Leaf Empire is really strong because triple S. That's why I mostly like to leave the one that carry in here. But later in other section, you feel a lot more different between Karenina Ember and Lee. Now we move into my favorite holding area, which is Norman Axis. And take note in here, I even took like in the very extreme, I didn't like remove all of this to see like how actually strong between Karenina Ember and the Lee Hyperreal though. So both survivability and damage itself though. Let's start with the Karenina Ember. For Karenina Ember, I'm so sorry, I try like, I don't know, almost an hour. I cannot finish with Karenina Ember. Maybe first you can say I have skill issue, but most of the case also like I cannot clear in time. I don't know why, it's always like the best one. The Siren like only have 5 bar left, and that's the best one I can do. I cannot make it like really on time, cannot. Maybe if I put buff more, then sure. But this one like the test, I didn't put any buff. It's literally no buff. Because I want to see like how strong actually this character. As for Lee Hyperreal, I did only 5 runs and 2 of the runs I already can finish though. One is almost very close, the second one even better though. It's like still far away from the kind of timing itself, which is show like how much Lee Hyperreal contribute into like these fighters, basically a lot without any buff. But of course, like you can say my Leaf Empire is triple S, right? But you can imagine like let's say all of them is double S, like from Leaf, Pyra and Lee, and of course Nanami Starfarer. You can even clear without any buff. I quite positive without any buff though. And a little bit additional is that with Lee Hyperreal, like in terms of quality of life and survivability, using Lee Hyperreal feels a lot better because he moves like around very fast, very agile. It's very easy to dodge and it feels like you have better survivability. Maybe for kind of skill issue players like me, it feels a lot better though. And I feel like, dang, this is like quite huge of quality of life for me. And let's move into Warzone. For the Warzone, I tried to use with Karenina Ember itself. Basically, the stable number that I get the scores around 850k, something like them. Around those number, they will not go higher, like not even touch like 900k. And compared to Lee Hyperreal, that take notes, both of them is S rank. I haven't like ranked up my Lee on when I record this. And my fire team on Lee Hyperreal itself already touched above 1 million itself though. So the average around 1 million above a little bit, something like that though. So difference around like 150k, something like that. It's already pretty much high, the difference. Yeah, of course, some of you say like, yeah, because I have Leaf Empire Triple S, but take notes also, I use in my Karen team with Leaf Empire Triple S, so it's pretty much fair though. But I just want to remind you also that if you don't have Triple S Empire, that you have to expect, of course, less than this number though. Yeah, as for the conversion, like that's pretty much all that I want to show. And I want to say that Lee Hyperreal difference is actually a lot compared to Karenina Ember though. And maybe if you have like Triple S Empire, the difference in pancake, it's not that much, I will to say. But even then, Lee Hyperreal is still better if you already like have like both Triple S Leaf Empire and Lee Hyperreal. It's already even better though. Maybe some of you still wonder how much actually the difference between S Hyperreal into SS Hyperreal. Then yeah, I do two comparison, first in the normal axis and second in Fire Warzone. I didn't do in PPC anymore because I accidentally saved, so I'm so sorry. So first I do in normal axis that on SS, Lee Hyperreal and the whole team, of course, in the fire team can clear like the time left around 29 seconds. While I did on Lee Hyperreal on the S ring, he finished around 14 seconds left though, which is basically he saved twice more than compared to S, which is it's pretty much good though. And take notes, that's without any battery buff or removing the buff from the boss itself though. And that's actually pretty crazy. That's I think the power of all Gen 2 itself. As for Fire Warzone, SS Lee increased even more from previous best S rank, from 1 million to become like 1 million and 140k, something like that. So it's increased like around 140k more. I believe I can do better than that, but my brain is overheating. Keep restarting because at this point I already tried like more than 20 normal, more than 50 pancake, and more than like 20 like Fire Warzone. So my kinda head is already kind of overheating so much though. So I believe it even can be better though, and that's actually crazy the difference. So now let's move into my conclusion. If some of you still confused, I will state in here like whatever that I feel about like Lee Hyperreal from S to SS itself. The first thing I want to say is that Lee Hyperreal is just way superior compared to the old Fire DPS. How much you try to defense like Lee Hyperreal or Karenina Ember, just nowhere nearby like Lee Hyperreal. Lee Hyperreal is just way too strong. Maybe some of you will argue how about like Lee Fire Triple S plus with weapons, something like that. I don't think it's even close if you already make your Lee Hyperreal double S. I think it's already superior though, only with double S itself though. Maybe some of you say like, how about my Karenina Ember Triple S plus with full weapon resonance? That's actually another different level. That fits really well. I'm even like spending not even get Karenina Ember like that full investment though. And if you already like that kind of well, why you didn't just well for Lee Hyperreal, right? And yeah, so because of that, in terms of damage, it's not even near from the old Fire DPS. Lee Hyperreal is just way too superior. And also, Lee Hyperreal offers something that both old Fire DPS didn't offer, which is the survivability and agility itself. Because Lee move very fast, it's very helpful for you that have skill issue on dodging, something like that. It's really helping. In normal access, you just fix like the skill issue, like even they try to hit you, Lee can just escape from it though. So in the end, if you still ask me, is it Lee Hyperreal is worth to pull, then I say like yes, if you want to clear content, of course, don't want to suffer in high difficulty content like normal or bubble, something like that, or even you're a competitive player, then fully for Hyperreal, even a must if you're a competitive player though. How much you want to say like, yeah, Lee Hyperreal is worst 2nd gen attacker, I heard people say like that. Yeah, I can agree also, because compared to Stigmata, I feel like Stigmata still feels a little bit better, but the different, I don't feel that much different though. It's just maybe like couple percentage worse there. And even then, you cannot use like Chaka Stigmata in like Fire Warzone, you will lose a lot of points because of that. Like Lee Hyperreal is still the king in the fire DPS, fire like whatever area weakness, something like that. So yeah, you cannot really compare like that, it's not fair. And maybe some of you still say, no, we just skip, we just wait for Watanabe, then sure, you suffer for around like how much, like until September, you can expect like 2024. If you can just handle that, then sure, for me, I don't want to suffer that long. Even only Ashley itself already bring like improvement though, so only one copy though, not even like fancy, you have to get like a lot of rank. However, if you're just very chill player, very like casual player, don't even like care about clearing stuff, don't even like care about daily, something like that, and just want to play with the character that you want, then sure, you can just keep for lead though. In the end, it's your account. Or maybe some of you just starting like the account right now and then you haven't built any fire team and or you're already right now in the mid to building your lightning team, then of course I will not suggest you to pull for Lee Hyperreal, then just pull for Upper Crimson Whiff to complete your lightning team, something like that though. So because of that, in the end, it's very depends and decision is yours. My suggestion is just plan carefully, that's it. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will like this kind of video. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.